So new lesson today we are to study, that is the living organism and living world. So in this beautiful panorama there are near about 1.7 to 1.8 million species of living organisms are present. So all these species shows great variety, great differential in their metabolism and life activity also. That's why they are totally differ from one another in the respect of their growth, mode of reproduction, lifestyle, nutrition, etc. etc. So in this living world, these tremendous variety of organisms are present, and almost all organisms have some basic properties in their life, and hence we are studying here properties of living organism. So one basic property of living organism is that a living organism is self-replicating, self-evolving and self-interactive system capable for responding to the external stimuli is known as living. So जितने भी living thing है, जितने भी living organism है, they are self-replicating, evolving and responding to the external stimuli by their interactive system. Then that kind of life is called as living. So the living organism has following basic property, just like number 1 growth, number 2 reproduction, number 3 metabolism, number 4 cellular organization, number 5 consciousness, and number 6 death. So all these are basic properties of living organism. Let us study one by one. What is meant by growth? The irreversible increase in the dry weight of mass of a cell due to the cell division is known as growth. The basic difference between plant and animal growth is that animal growth is limited up to certain age, but plant growth is unlimited and therefore it takes place throughout the life of plant body. Basically, growth is increase in mass and size. But one important thing is also that the non-living material present in this universe also shows growth, but the growth takes place from their external side by the addition of material, and that kind of growth is called as exception growth. Externally होता है नॉन लिविंग में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देर इज अ स्टोन, ऐसा एक स्टोन गिरा है and the outer side materials are goes to be deposited on this stone. Therefore the growth and size of the stone or mass of the stone also increases. So growth occur from external side only. That is called as extirpation type of growth. The living organism growth is formed from inside. लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में ग्रोथ इनसाइड होता, जबकि नॉन लिविंग में आउटसाइड ग्रोथ होती है. बट it is not true that the growth is a not defining property of an organism. Growth a defining property नहीं है organism की, but it is a property for growth for our basic understanding. Next one property is reproduction. You know what happens in reproduction? There is a formation of exact carbon copies of their parents is known as reproduction. Organism can be reproduced by means of either asexual mode or sexual mode. In case of unicellular organism, growth and reproduction are the same because they occur by the cell division. But even though some living organisms are there, they do not reproduce. For example, mulies are there, worker bees are there, and infertile human couples are there. They do not reproduce, and that's why we can say that reproduction is also not a defining property for the living organism. मतलब growth भी defining property नहीं है, reproduction भी defining property नहीं है. The third property is metabolism. It is defining property of the living organism. So what is metabolism? It is a sum of total of all biochemical reaction occurring inside the body of an organism is known as metabolism, and it is defining property of the living organism. The fourth important property is called as cellular organization. So cellular organization is also defining property. ये भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म की डेफिनेट प्रॉपर्टी है, डिफाइनिंग प्रॉपर्टी है. एंड यू नो दैट ऑल लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर मेड आइदर बाय सिंगल सेल और मेनी सेल्स आर देयर. Next one is consciousness. So what happened in consciousness? In surrounding atmosphere, there is light, there is temperature, there is wind, there is cold, there are chemicals. ऐसे बहुत सारे स्टिम्युलाई होते हैं. And our living organism has capacity to respond these external stimuli. लाइट रहो, टेम्परेचर रहो, विंड रहो, कोल्ड रहो, केमिकल रहो, इसको हम रिस्पॉन्स देते हैं. दैट रिस्पॉन्डिंग कैपेसिटी टू द एक्सटर्नल स्टिम्युलाई बाय द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म इज नोन एज कॉन्शियसनेस. And that's why we can say that consciousness is also the defining property of an organism. The human life is the only organism in this universe having self consciousness. है ना, लिविंग तो है मगर उसमें से हमारा जो ह्यूमन कैटेगरी है, सो ह्यूमन कैटेगरी के पास एक स्पेशल ऐसी इसकी कैपेसिटी है कि दे हैव सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस काइंड ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी. एंड द लास्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड एज डेथ, है ना. सो आफ्टर द सिक्वेंशियल स्टेज, जैसा कि जुवेनाइल स्टेज हुआ, जुवेनाइल स्टेज में क्या हो जाता, अटेनिंग ऑफ द रिप्रोडक्टिव स्टेज इज कॉल्ड एज जुवेनाइल स्टेज. रिप्रोडक्शन स्टेज हुआ, उसके बाद में धीरे 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 फिर सेंसेशन हुआ, सेंसेशन हुआ, एंड सेंसेशन के बाद क्या हुआ, डेथ हुआ. सो आफ्टर द सक्सेसिव स्टेजेस ऑफ लाइफ एवरी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हैज टू बी डेथ, है ना, तो उसका डेथ हो जाता है. सो देयरफॉर डेथ कैन बी डिफाइंड एज द परमानेंट स्टॉपेज ऑफ ऑल एक्टिविटीज of a body of an organisms are called as death. And we can say that death is also the defining property of an organism. इसका मतलब हमारे पास क्या है, मेटाबॉलिज्म, सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कॉन्शियसनेस एंड डेथ, ये जो चार प्रॉपर्टीज है दे आर डिफाइनिंग प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ एन organism. So these are called as properties of living organism.